Hey guys, today we're going to go over Principle 6, and that is the power of giving. If you truly desire happiness, seek and learn how to serve. Albert Schweitzer. So as you can see, our objectives are going to be understand the power of giving, determine the different methods of giving, consider the reasons people decide not to give, consider the impact giving has on society, understand the relationship between giving and leadership, and understand how to incorporate giving into your everyday life. So the next thing we're going to do is look at ways to give. And the book goes over four, which is time, which is like volunteering your time, money, which is like monetary donations to an organization, and expertise and skills kind of go together to me. So any kind of expertise you have in an area or skills that you've learned on the job, you can apply those to create your own organization. Next, we're going to look at the reasons people might avoid giving. 84% of people doubt their donation will be put to good use. So tying that in with the expertise portion of ways to give. If you didn't feel like an organization was doing a good job to help the cause that was dear to your heart, then maybe you could create your own organization. 80% of people say job demands leave no time for participation. So if you don't have enough time, then maybe you could ask your organization to donate $50 here and there to a cause that you like. 79% have no extra income to give, so those people could use their time and volunteer at a shelter or volunteer to serve food at a shelter or something like that. And 70% say that family commitments leave no extra time to participate. So some of those family commitments could be turned into volunteering with their kids, or just something as simple as having their kids pick out something like at Angel Tree time around Christmas. Have them pick out something to buy for other children if your family commitments are just too great. Next, we're going to look at the impact of giving. Giving teaches us to look beyond ourselves. It reminds us that we are part of a larger community and reminds us that we are not the center of the universe. Giving also teaches us to be of greater service in helping others. What is the point of having physical, mental, emotional reserves if we don't share them? And giving also makes the world a better place. The text uses the example of capitalism and a generous spirit. They are really good separately. Capitalism is a good thing. A generous spirit is a good thing. But they are a really good thing when you put them together. And then it also makes us feel good. So we're going to look at some examples of those from the text. One of the examples is Charles Jones. And he is the first example given by the author, and he has given time and money throughout his life. He really talks about him as a great philanthropist, and he insists that instead of giving, he is returning. So he talks about using his resources to put back into the world what he has taken out. So he's utilized resources to help him in his life, and whether that's time or money or someone showing him skills, he's dedicated to putting that back out into the world. And Bob Haverstick, he actually left a corporate job and founded Never Too Late, which is an organization that helps elderly patients live out their dreams. And he founded the organization to help the invisible and forgotten, let them know that we appreciate and care about them just because they're alive and with us. And so he left his corporate job, he used his expertise and skills in that, created a foundation to something that he felt was necessary, and then now he relies on monetary donations and volunteers from other people. And then the narrator, the author, he just talks about a simple act of kindness. He describes a time when he pulled a $5 bill out of his pocket to buy books for a girl on a school trip who couldn't afford them. So I think this is there are three good examples of how different it can go. One of them founded an organization because he saw a need. One of them has just dedicated his life to using his resources to help other people. And the narrator just talks about how simple generosity can be, and that's just helping someone that you see, not passing up opportunities to help people. If you have the $5, then give them the $5. If you have time to help someone, then help someone. Next, we move on to the relationship between giving and leadership. Leaders know how to use their resources wisely to contribute the best possible way. And Robert Greenleaf argues that leadership is not about what you achieve, but about what you give, and leaders are world changers and hold influence. Serving others is a great way to contribute to create the world you want to see. So this is kind of how it all ties together. Whether or not the example is $5 giving to a child in need, or if it's volunteering your time, or it's creating an organization, everyone can lead by giving. And the whole point is that by giving, you are creating the world that you want to see. So you're leading the world in the direction that you want it to go. So just a small act of kindness or founding any kind of foundation, you are leading the world with progress and in a direction that fits your morals and what you would like to see. And lastly, we're going to talk about the rewards of generosity, and though they may be many, the book talks a lot about creating a better world for others creates a better world for yourself. So that's kind of the main topic of Principle 6, is that leaders help to make the world a better place, and giving can help you do that. Serving your community, serving your team members, serving your subordinates if you're in any kind of managerial position, that will all help you if you serve them. It's always kind of overlooked, but if you serve them, you'll actually be leading them towards the progress that you want to see in them personally and in your organization collectively. So then we talk about the ways that you can practice giving in your everyday life. Practice giving without recognition. So that's kind of one of the things that you kind of grow up hearing. You want to give without getting any kind of recognition because it's not sincere that way. So try to practice sincere giving so you can, people know that it's sincere. Determine how you can best contribute. That's one of the bigger points from the book, is that you need to know exactly what resources you have. So if you have the resource of time, then volunteering would be great. If you have the resources of a specific skill that an organization needs, then you can donate your time and your knowledge, your expertise, to help that organization. If you are blessed with great financial health, then maybe you can donate monetary funds to something and give to someone in need. Giving as a family is important too. That way you can create the culture within your kids and your family that help you foster that giving nature in them, give them that generous spirit, and so it's a traditional thing, and you just kind of keep reaping the benefits of that. And then give as an organization. So if you are high up in an organization, if you are kind of on the lower end of the organization, you can always make those decisions to give money, give time, reward your employees for volunteering, suggest to upper management that you can volunteer, or ask your organization to give donations to things, because a majority of the time they're going to say yes. So Principle 6 is all about giving, Principle 6 is all about giving, the power of giving, and while you might not have all the resources to do this, every little bit helps.